Welcome to IRO, the world's leading and largest producer of yarn feeding devices. We actually invented them. We take pride in being your partner. The IRO group of companies with service centers and agents around the globe are committed to assist you with before and after sales service. At the IRO Training Center, we offer your technical staff training in the maintenance of our products. We're pleased to introduce the IRO Galaxy RSH. The Galaxy RSH is a powerful, all-metal, sturdy, weft accumulator of compact design. It is most yarn-friendly with a special surface-treated spool body, a 45-degree angle winding disc for low yarn friction, low energy consumption. The Galaxy RSH has two options to control the yarn store on the spool body and for speed regulation. Feeder number 1 gives priority to the maximum sensor for a more stable yarn reserve with less friction as a result. Feeder number 2 allows the yarn to float freely between the two sensors, keeping the winding speed as smooth as possible. The Galaxy RSH is designed to accommodate most type of yarns in sizes from NM4 to NM120. A separate floor stand should be used for feeders and yarn. Distance and alignment of yarn and feeders to the weaving machine is always of importance. The better yarn control, the better weaving result. By using the CAT or the flex brake output tensioner, removal of other type of tensioners between the feeder and the weaving machine is possible. This for better yarn control and easier handling. Although the Galaxy RSH in many cases function without an input tensioner, we have a complete program for tension control of any type of yarn. On the output side, our flex brake for spun yarns and the CAT for spun and man-made fibers give you the best tension control. Here seen in combination with the gyro ring, which is an optional equipment for the Galaxy RSH. The CAT takes advantage of the winding off motion from the spool body as the sweeping action of the yarn keep the tension elements clean. The design gives a compensating effect in yarn tension with a considerable reduction of the tension peaks during the insertion cycle. The flex brake is a rubber-supported thin metal braking element. Application range are all types of spun yarns. This ingenious design drastically reduces tension levels and yarn breakages in high-speed phases of the weft insertion. Using the RES measuring device, amplifier and memory oscilloscope, and the plotter, we're able to compare, as shown on these diagrams, tension levels during the insertion cycle. Here you can see the remarkable improvement by using the flex brake in comparison with a double leaf tensioner. Pre-oilers of yarn and conventional output blade and disc tensioners are of course also available, including compensators. Standard equipment includes a knob for change of rotation, cable and connection of air supply, push buttons for air threading in full and to the spool body only, a knob for distinctive settings of feeder RPM, stop indication light for high voltage, low voltage, high temperature and at yarn break, an on-off solid-state switch, a spring-loaded holder. Thread up the complete feeder, switch on the feeder. The winding disc will automatically position itself. Use the push button on the side. The spring-loaded holder will move forward and allow the yarn to pass through, including the cat. Switch on the feeder to fill the yarn store. When changing to a coarser yarn, you may have to enlarge the yarn separation on the spool body. Turn the spool body, insert the special tool, and find the locking position of the hub. Turn the winding disc in the direction of rotation. Return the spool body to correct position. The feeder will now run with increased yarn separation. Special application must be adapted when running some yarns prior to entering the feeder. With this high twist yarn, a ring had to be mounted to control ballooning and apply some tension on the yarn in order to produce first quality fabrics. For correct output tension, 3 springs are supplied with the Galaxy Cat and easily replaceable. With a large separation or low input tension on this thin yarn, overlapping of the yarn at the front of the spool body can be noticed when the feeder starts. Reduce the yarn separation on the spool body. Yarn ballooning is now controlled, no input tensioner is used, and no overlapping of yarn at front of the spool body. Change of feeder direction of rotation. Switch off the feeder. Empty the spool body from yarn. Turn the rotation knob. Move the spool body and insert the special tool. Find the locking position of the hub and move the winding disc past the 0 mark. Zero mark indicates zero separation. Return the spool body to correct position. Switch on the feeder. It will automatically position itself for full threading. Use the air push button on the side. Hold the yarn and switch on the feeder. To thread up the cat tensioner manually, insert the threading needle in full and pull the loose end. In part 1 of this video, we have conveyed some general information in the functions and operations of the Galaxy RSH. Should you need further assistance, do not hesitate to call on us. We're always at your service.